Alright guys, I am super excited for this tutorial. This is a front flip tutorial. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. It's one of my favorite moves for sure. So, some people have requested this move and they specifically asked how to progress from a trampoline to ground. So, that's what we're going to do. I'm not actually going to do anything on the trampoline, but I'll tell you about it. Let's start with some videos of times I've used it and other members of Team Soarin have.
Okay, it's rap packed to my pulse flat. We keep it real, no false rap. I got 4 cars and they all black. Got 4 bras and they all that. We call that ballin'. Doing this is my calling. Flow is so appalling. My phone off and she calling. I'm like, yeah.
Times we've used this move, what it kind of looks like, and hopefully gets you hyped and excited for what you're going to be doing shortly. If you already know this move on the trampoline, if you can already front flip on the trampoline, that's great. That's going to help you tons coming into this. If you can already dive roll, that's great. That's going to help you as well. Because a dive roll really has the same set as a front flip, and hopefully it's really going to help you get over the fear of it if you can already dive roll. If you can already front flip on the trampoline, the basics is you just kind of want to stand. So no jumps at all, and you're just going to kind of stand, pop and tuck, and quickly get that tuck around so you spin around really quick and land. And that's going to really help you get that kind of snap into it. Because if you're jumping on a trampoline, you can kind of front flip and just ooh and land, you know, just really loose. Technique can just like, your arms can be down here. Doesn't really matter, you'll probably be able to make it around and land it. So you really want to work on that technique on the trampoline by standing still. If you've already got that technique down, that's going to help you tons coming into this. Now, if you don't know a front flip on the trampoline, then comment down below and we'll do a tutorial on it. So then that gets that prerequisite out of the way. If you don't know the dive roll already, then comment down below and we'll chuck a tutorial together on that. Now, with a dive roll, you're really coming into it with the same sort of run up. You're coming into it like this, with momentum. You're going to kind of gather step a bit, kind of go up, and then at the ground and roll. With this, the difference is, instead of diving at the ground, you're going to just keep diving up, and you're going to tuck. So instead of when you get to about there, you're just going to tuck and pull your feet over. And that's the freakiest thing, because your head is actually going to go underneath. And how do you get over the fear of that? Well, there's a lot of ways you can get over the fear of that, actually. You can stack up pillows and blankets, you can stack up mattresses. If you've got snow, you can use that. If you've got a big pile of leaves, you can use that. If you've got a beach, you can use that. I'll give you some examples of this. So if you have mattresses, say you've got like 3 mattresses like this big. Stack all 3 of them up, run, kind of roll onto it with your hands onto your back. Just keep running and rolling onto it. And then once you get confident with that, just dip the hand, kind of go over onto your back. Then you can run, go for it, and actually start landing on your rear end, your feet, until you're landing it. Then once you're landing on your feet, you pull the top mattress off and you got 2. And then once you're landing it there, you pull the next one off, you got 1, and then pull that away, and you're doing it flat. Another way is sand. So sand is really, you got to kind of commit. You can kind of dive roll a few times to get comfort, to get that feel for it, and then you got to go for it. But sand is actually a really good way, because you can go on the soft sand away from the beach, especially if you've got like a beach or a lake, and you can come closer down to the wet sand. And that stuff's going to be a lot harder, but it's going to start to give you the feel of actually doing it on the ground until you can actually do it on like grass. And it's really going to help you progress if you can do it there. Then there's like snow. I haven't actually used snow, but I assume you could make like a big pile of it, and then you could just start compacting it a bit to make it firmer, or you could start making it smaller. Either way, you're going to be working down to ground. A big pile of leaves would be the same idea. Now, so really what you're doing is you're making your environment really, really comfortable and relaxing for you. Now the mechanics of the move. This is just basically what's going to happen when you do this move. I prefer to use the gather step. Some people prefer the punch technique, but if that's what you're comfortable with, then just do that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come into it with momentum. You're not just going to do it from a standstill. At least not yet. That's a fair bit more advanced. You're going to come into it with momentum. And what the goal is to switch that momentum from taking you forwards to taking you up. Alright? So you're going to come like this and stop. And then go up. You can see the ground is really slippery. If I slip out, we'll blame it on the weather, okay? What it really is about is once you get your shoulders around, if your shoulders and arms get around, your feet will follow. Even if it's a sketchy front flip, your feet will get around, you'll be fine. But you do want to punch with the leg, arms up, down, and into a tuck. Pull it around, open it about 45 degrees, spot you landing. I encourage you, if you're not already on the trampoline, having your eyes open for the entire flip, practice doing that on the trampoline. If you're an absolute nut, you'll go for a flat without any pre-work. But if you're anything like me, you're not an absolute nut and you need a bit of confidence coming up to it. So whatever way you find comfortable, do that. If you have a gym nearby or a gymnastics gym, if you have something like that, go there, learn this move there. You'll progress a lot more easily, it'll be far safer. But if you don't have that, this is a way you can learn it. Just don't be stupid and just kind of pop into it and freak out mid-air. You gotta be, at every single step, comfortable. When you're flipping onto your back onto the mats, if you're rolling, dive rolling, doing it on the trampoline, you wanna be comfortable at every single step. Alright, now I'm gonna do a few front flips here. So as you can see here, I'm coming into the flip with momentum. My feet punch off the ground. I'm going up, not forward. I'm trying to push my momentum up. I'm gonna get my shoulders around, get my head in, bring my knees into my chest, so they're nice and close. And then toward the end of my flip, I'm gonna let them go, open up, spot the ground, get my feet on the ground, and walk out of it. It's definitely the weather. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like if you come into this flip with way too little speed. And now here's what it's going to look like if you come into this move with a ton of speed. You can see, coming into this move with too much speed is far better than too little. Guys, if you like it, then please go down and like it. It's pretty straightforward. If you want us to do another tutorial, if you've got a sick edit idea, tell us down there and we'll definitely read it and check it out. And if it's not ridiculous, we'll try and make it happen. If you want to see more of this stuff and you haven't already, then please subscribe. If you do try this flip and you land it for the first time after watching this video, try and video it, tag us at Team Soarin Official. We would love to check it out on Instagram. So go upload it on Instagram, we'll check it out, give you a comment, and tell you what we think. If your front flips are not quite there yet, and you're not quite landing them, again, tag us at Team Soarin Official and we'll check it out. Just tell us in the description, like, hey, I'm not quite landing this yet, what should I improve on? And we'll definitely try and tell you a couple pointers of what you could improve on your flip. We'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.